Once you do a quick assessment and you've observed how the person is feeling, you've maybe asked some clarifying questions, you might want to jump into the types of coaching that you might be providing them. And there is different types of coaching. I'm going to tell you what those are, and you can fill them in the circles. So based on your initial assessment, you might recognize that the type of coaching someone needs is performance. That's one type of coaching. So performance coaching is when you see a gap between the desired result and what's actually happening, right? They're just not getting to where they need to go. And I'll use, Tricia, your example, right? People need to be here on time, and they're not on time. We need to do some performance coaching. This can be done when they lack knowledge, they lack skills, they lack awareness of expectations, or there's some type of obstacle hindering their on-the-job performance. The second type of coaching, and you might notice in your initial assessment, is more counseling or disciplinary coaching, which, Tricia, you may have progressed to that type of coaching, right? And counseling is used when an individual frequently fails to meet agreed upon standards or deadlines, okay? And this is used to communicate a repeated failure to meet the expectations and what the consequences are of that, okay? The third type of coaching is development, and this is probably where most of you would spend a lot of your time in terms of a coach. Development is where you believe someone has more potential, or they have the potential to stretch themselves, and you're helping them get there, right? So that's development. That's like, I'm going to help coach them to do their best. That's what we saw in that video with Herb Brooks, right? That was development coaching. They have the potential to be the greatest hockey team in the world right now today, and I got to help them believe that, right? So that's development coaching. The next is career coaching. So Carl, I'm going to go back to your example. You know, we talked about sometimes you coach people up, sometimes you coach people over, and sometimes you coach people out. Career coaching, sometimes you want to sit down with people and talk about how they feel about their job, right? It's about their job, what benefit they're getting from it. Is it inspiring to them? Are there other things that they might want to do in the county? How can you maybe help them figure out how to do that? That's career coaching. That's its own discussion. And then lastly, personal coaching. And personal coaching is where someone has a personal issue, and this one's a little trickier because you're not a licensed counselor, you're not a psychologist, but maybe they just need someone to talk to, right? And when you notice it's maybe gone over a line where they might need additional help, you have resources to provide that, EAP or other resources internally of people they might be able to talk to. But those are the 5 types of coaching or coaching discussions you might be involved in. And when you make an assessment, you might want to also be thinking about, is this a development opportunity? Is this a performance issue? Is this a disciplinary? Is this career, right? Or is this personal? Because again, that's going to impact how you approach it and the questions you ask.